everybody. Welcome to Shock Therapy. I'm your host, Rocky Raigeki. And with me over on my left side here is Haruta, the paranormal detective who's also a rapper. Hey, let's give him a round of applause.
That's my cue. Yeah.
And on my right here, we have a robot DJ from the future, maybe. It's Steezles. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. Steezles is here. Yay. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, guys. Let's start with Haruta. Tell us about yourself.
Right. Okay.
Guys here.
All right. So, hello everyone. My name is Haruta, or you can just call me Haru. I am your local paranormal private investigator, if you will. I am working on a very secluded and private foundation as well, which is known as PAID, short for Paranormal and Anomaly Investigative Department. And yeah, I started working as a VTuber as a part-time job, and that's all you need to know.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. And tell us about yourself, Steezles.
I am a robot made by a very incompetent person. He tried to upload his own consciousness into a robot, and then he found out like he's missing all his memories in that building process.
Dude, I love that.
So he just got his personality, and just is, it's reflection of how idiotic and chaotic he is.
Oh, nice.
And for some reason the circuits got into the talent of knowing how to DJ and stream.
Oh wow!
Let's go.
Let's go. I love how you guys have like such like rich lore. Like I appreciate that you guys put a lot of effort into your lore. It's great. And
oh yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and
mine's just mine's more like, oh, this is just what my I think my creator dreamt up of.
So is it like
interesting.
canon that your creator is just like you behind the camera, or is that the thing? Like you made the
literally I was literally made by an idiot.
like a different like a character from a story, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
nice. And let's welcome our audience. Welcome Zeed. Welcome Caper, Freya's here. Freya, ready to listen to the podcast here. So, I got like some questions to start, like to break the ice. Like, what got you guys into VTubing? I've been asking this question to most of my guests so far, and I find that it's starting to be a tradition. So yeah, why don't you guys tell us like why are you VTubing? Why are you VTuber?
All right, so who's gonna go first?
You wanna go first, Haruta?
All right, I can go first.
Okay.
I'll do it. So the reason why I started VTubing, wait, are we actually talking about, is it supposed to be related to our lore or something, or like actual reason?
Like you're like a real meta reason, like why you're
right.
Like what guides you VTubing?
All right, so back in the days, there's this amazing VTuber called Kizuna Ai.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So she's actually what got me into streaming. Like,
Same.
when I first saw one of her streams, I was all like, hey, you know what? This is actually kind of cool, because right before when VTuber or VTubing was an actual thing, I was already doing some YouTube stuff, like some gameplay videos. I used to upload it, but of course without any some IRL stuffs or a hand cam or whatnot. It's just purely gameplay videos. And then when I saw the VTubing stuffs, I thought to myself, hey, maybe this is something that I can do. It looks fun, and I can have my own avatar and make an actual lore behind it, which actually I think it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And that's actually what just got me into VTubing. And I just really want to play some games because I'm bored and stuff from time to time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone can relate to that.
Yeah, very relatable.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
definitely.
that's actually the reason why what got me into VTubing.
Nice. Yeah, how about you, Steezels? What got you into
Um,
VTube?
So mine developed from like I was super interested into streaming because I was
Were you a streamer
watching
before?
streamers for a bit.
Before VTube, like a live stream, like a real life guy?
Technically, well, I mean, I didn't want to go the real life angle
Hmm?
because, well, I found like first a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Vine Sauce fan, so if that's like a bigger streamer.
Ah.
But he had a group,
Mm.
and Joel was in his group, so Varg Skeletor on Twitch now.
Ah.
And he's a very chaotic guy, and I watched his video. I'm like, yo, this is the funniest thing ever. So I started watching more of their content. And then eventually at some point, like more was I was seeing more of the team, they're saying, oh, streaming is they started being more earnest about how streaming was and how it felt was like playing video games and
Mhm.
all that and connecting to the community. I was like, man, this seems pretty cool. And then I got so scared doing my first stream. It's like,
Mhm.
what am I gonna do? I'm so
Yes.
bored. I don't want to show off my face because I don't like face cams.
Yeah, me neither.
And then eventually I saw like I Kizuna, like
yeah.
and her
Our
approach to it
goddess.
was like, whoa.
Let's
And then
go.
yeah, I feel like she did start like the VTubing scene, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I guess for
Mm-mm.
us,
And
like,
then I started seeing like
yeah.
more VTubers, and then eventually someone raided into the concept of PNG tubing.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Mm-mm.
I got scared because of the barrier to entry to have like a moving model. But then I was
Mm.
just like, oh, I could just do PNG tubing. That's like with expressions, and it's a lot
Mhm.
a lot easier. But one day, everyone at my stage is like, one day we'll get a live 2D model or a Vroid or something like that.
Nice. I'm rooting for you. I hope you do get your live model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've been here talking to people. People are saying robots are hard.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, they could be easier if you know how to.
They could
like,
be.
Like if you know,
But
you
my
know how to
features
cut
so
the
far
corners.
that I like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I have like this model that I made where it's just a common rider face, and it doesn't have any expressions. The eyes just glow whenever I talk. So it's like it's just a lot simpler. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
The-
something like that.
and then like I just like press a button and I could take the mask off and it just shows a regular face when I'm talking. It's pretty cool. Yeah, PNG tuber. It's nice, yeah. So
I love it so far.
yeah, that's great. What do you love about VTubing so far and PNG tubing? Like, do you guys have
So-
something you look forward to every time you stream? Or?
For me, I like having the extra angle because like as much as I love having just straight up the gameplay, because
Mhm.
I kind of grew up watching content that was like that, where
Mm.
you had like people like Donkey that never
Mhm.
showed their face, but they had super
Personally,
interesting
yeah.
commentary.
Mm.
I
I
love
kind of
Donkey.
like still having like if I wig out. I worried about my voice being too monotone, so I was like, how are people gonna know if I'm excited or sad, or also just having faces are pretty cool because you can have anything.
Mhm.
So just having any type of like effect looks cool in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
How about you, Haruta? What do you look forward to every time you stream? Like what do you like most about VTube?
Yeah, actually, I feel like I'm all looking forward to, having a live 2D model sometime in the future because, like, I've always been, ever since I started, I've always been a PNG tuber as well. Because of some reasons that I don't want to I don't want to lay out. But
Right.
anyway, I think that having just like what Steezel said, I think having that different angles of your avatar actually gives the streaming experience a little bit more of spice.
Uh,
I do like to call that. And other than that, I think the expressions as well also kind of helps out
yeah.
because the reason why sometimes I feel like I'm overreacting whenever I stream because I feel like that's only the part where I can show my emotions and stuff because there's only one expression on my PNG tuber avatar.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I don't have any other extra expressions on it, so I just have to raise my voice sometimes, and like yeah, that's how
Uh,
I usually do the flow of my stream and stuff.
So do you guys
Like
draw?
to-
Do you guys draw your own PNGs or do you commission people to do them?
I have to commission people. I have
Oh.
not that ounce of talent in my body.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So I
Actually, as a matter of fact, the very first model that I have or
Mhm.
that I had, I made it.
Oh,
I was the one who made
nice.
it.
Nice.
It was actually a pixel art
Mhm.
PNG, and as a matter of fact, I love pixel art a lot. I
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
spend a lot of time trying to
Mhm.
learn the fundamentals of pixel arts and and also the animating and stuff. But unfortunately, I didn't had the extra time to continue it. But yeah,
Oh,
I
you
was the
should
one who designed my.
continue it.
Sorry.
You should continue it.
Yeah, I'm actually
can't wait to
looking
see it,
forward
yeah.
to it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Maybe
dope.
after I graduate. No, not in the streaming, not in the VTube.
in IRL, you mean.
yeah,
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 that-
yeah,
IRL.
because it's a thing, right? It's a thing in the VTube. Because
Yeah,
they'll be
yeah.
like, if you graduate, you're gonna stop streaming. No, I
Yeah.
just graduated from the school. That's what I meant.
Yeah, hopefully
Well,
you'll get
yeah.
more free time. I thought it was gonna be
Hopefully.
hard at first, like rigging and stuff, because
Mhm.
I'm an artist. But I thought rigging was this whole complicated thing where it's like codes and hacking and all this complicated
Mhm.
stuff. But it's literally just like moving shapes.
Yeah.
So I watched this VTuber. Her name was so the snake lady. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh, no.
It's a VTuber live 2D tutorial. Yoshino, yes, Yoshino art. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or she like went step by step on how to like create your own VTuber model from scratch, and it was really helpful.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I just
Yeah.
made mine myself, and
It's really cool how there's like
I found out once you made one, it's easier to make like different costumes for it. Like
Mm.
I have like one base
Ah.
face, and I just swap out like the hair and clothes and stuff when I change the costume. So it's really kind of worth it to just learn it yourself. I think you don't have to pay so much money for like a rigger. Or anything. But
Mm.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's really cool how there's like a lot of resources out there. Like I'm glad that the VTuber space has been pretty, I guess, like pretty
Yeah.
open
mhm,
about keeping things accessible to everybody.
yeah,
So
Mm.
like if there's one thing that you wanted to do with your model, you have like all the freedom to.
yeah.
Yeah. And I actually oh sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's just like all these different methods that I think if someone's not happy with one way, they
Mm.
could just learn the other way too.
Mhm,
Yeah. So as I was saying, there's actually a lot of tools available already out there. You
Mhm.
know? So like if there's anyone who want to start VTubing or
Mhm.
start off as a PNG tuber like myself, so the one that I use is this free app called VRTube.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
use
It's
that
actually
too.
very it's actually very useful for those who wanted to start out as a PNG tuber. It's always been the app that I'm using on streaming, and the very first model that I had, I think that's the only That's the only one where I actually spend money to design the art of my my model, because
Mm.
the one that I use to make the art of my model is as a sprite, and it's a pixel
Oh.
art making
Oh, nice.
tool. And yeah, that's the only app that I spent my money on. And for my second model, oh yeah, talking about that, I commissioned someone for my second model, and
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you know this person, Rocky.
Oh, it's Freya? It's Freya
Yeah,
Rue?
she's my art
Yeah,
mama.
she's in
She's my
chat right
art
now.
mama.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Freya's a really good artist. Like,
Yeah,
her
yeah, she
art
is
is
actually.
really nice. Yeah, good.
Mm.
I think you chose a good mama there for for your yeah, art mama Freya. So yeah, what kind of games do you like to play, guys? You get into video games? You guys talked about video games when we were like muted,
Oh.
but do you guys
Oh,
have any
I'm
like
all over the
video
place.
games that you're really into right now? Like recently, I played the Lies of P demo. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Yeah, it kind of just like follows the Dark Souls formula, and to some people that might be boring, but
Mhm.
I think you don't really need to do much to like change it. You know, like with Neo,
Yeah.
with Neo.
Why fix when it's break?
Yeah, with Neo, like they changed the freaking controls. They changed all these things just to make it different. It just makes it more complicated. But with Lies of P, they're like, oh, yo, no, we're not gonna add a jump button. No, we're not gonna.
Right. Yeah, not gonna complicate
Yeah,
it.
they're just This is just the Dark Souls controls, and the Dark Souls it's just Dark Souls with a skin on it. And you know what? It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to try it. I wanna. I had that like. I saw the trailer. I was like, "Oh, demo's out now!"
Yeah.
So I got excited because
Dude, try
I
it.
was
It's
following Lives of
fun.
P for a pit.
Yeah, you should stream
Uh,
it too. It's fun to stream. Like people were enjoying it. It looks real.
Nice.
It's very aesthetic. It looks got the Harry Potter vibes kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, like
People were
cyberpunk
liking it.
Harry Potter. Yeah, it's very creative
people-
in terms of art direction. That's for sure. Like
Yeah.
yeah. What games are you into now though? Like you guys.
I guess I could start.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm like all over the place, but my main jam when I was starting was a lot of Metroidvanias.
Oh,
So I like
Oh.
I grew up with Symphony of the Night, and I beaten and played that game, or Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I played and beat that game too many times to count, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I like those type of games. So I played through all the Castlevanias. I like any indie ones that are like Shantae and what other ones? Hollow Knight. So
Oh,
Hollow Knight's great, and
Oh.
but I dabble around a lot. So I like playing action games. Like
I saw
Devil
you
May
like
Cry.
play Elden Ring stuff too.
And Souls games are like
Yeah.
under that stuff
Yeah.
too. So I like I even think like playing Dark Souls is definitely worth it. Well, in like games like Sekiro, because
Mhm.
they feel like Metroidvanias in some
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
I
then,
haven't
yeah.
played
But
a Metroid.
currently, a Metroid, really? I
Yeah.
find that shocking. I think you'd get a blast out of it.
Yeah,
Just the
I don't know where to
exploration
start.
aspect.
I know a good friend of mine who really loves Metroidvania. Hugh, like he's usually in this podcast. He's really into them, Metroidvanias.
Yeah. yeah.
I don't know,
More-
the 2D kind of scares me to be honest. 'Cause
Really?
they look really challenging.
I like it.
Like I
Yeah.
don't like it when there's too much stuff on the screen. Like in League of Legends, where there's so many effects going on the screen and you don't know what's going on. Like I'm the
Yeah,
type of
that's true.
person.
It's own thing.
Like I
Yeah.
don't like one of the games I hate the most is like bullet hell games where you're like your ship and there's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of bullets and you gotta
Oh.
dodge them. It's like
True.
I get overwhelmed. So the 2D stuff for Metroidvania, I get kind of like worried because like I don't know what's gonna hit me. Like it's all over the place. While in Dark
Unless
Souls,
you
you can't.
play.
Everything's kind of telegraphed, you know. Like every attack,
Right, yeah,
you'll
yeah.
see it. Like, okay, that's coming.
It's true.
Right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little slow brained, so so Dark Souls slow paced combat kind of matches like the way I think.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And
yeah,
Haruta?
Castlevania throws a lot at you.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They look really scary to me. Haruta, how about you? What games do you like to play?
Yeah, I think my main jam is going to be horror games. Yeah, I really love horror games. Like,
Oh,
I don't know, I don't know why I actually came to that conclusion because the very first game that I played in during my childhood was Tetris, and I was still playing that on my Game Boy. So I only had like Tetris and then Harvest Moon. Those are the only two games that I always play. But
Nice.
yeah, when I used to have my PS2, I played Resident Evil 4 a lot, like the very first Resident Evil 4, and also Silent Hill.
Mm.
Those are like the two main franchise that that I'm always playing. And then as the time goes on, I also played like indie games
Mhm.
like Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. I played like 1 to 4, and I think also the
Nice.
sister location. Yeah, sister location as well, but I didn't finish the sister location though. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
too much for me.
I find
All of them.
I find the lore, like the assumed lore, like the implied lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, like really
Mhm.
scary. But to me,
Mhm.
the game itself isn't scary.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Like all
But
these
then again,
things
I
that
don't know the lore.
you kind of like the things you kind of find out with the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, there's a guy, the Afton guy, and all this stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's kind of like creepy. But the game itself isn't really scary to me. I don't.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a movie?
Will it be? Like they shouldn't.
I think it is gonna be a movie too.
Oh
though.
yeah, it will be.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
It-
think it
but
might be a
recently
bad
they said
idea.
It was like, I
Yeah,
think so too.
I think that's a bad
Yeah.
idea. I don't think they could turn that into a movie form because most of the horror arc is kind of behind the scenes. And if you just like show it in a story, like in a movie, it kind of loses the value. Like, okay, yeah, this is like a chronological order of what happened. The assumptions aren't there. They're not assumptions anymore. You know, it's just fact,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
I don't play a lot of horror games, not because they're scary, but because I'm kind of dumb and the puzzles get me.
Oh yeah, like because like in
Yeah.
Silent Hill, there's like a lot of puzzles, man.
Yeah, no, I hate
So-
puzzles. I'm not a big puzzle guy. Look, I'm more scared of the puzzles than the ghosts in the freaking horror games. I was like, oh,
And you know, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I hate the most. So there's like the I've had this experience where like there's a puzzle that you have to do. And at the same time there's something is chasing you or something that's seeking you.
yeah,
So like
Oh yeah.
so like the pressure is
common.
like at the peak.
Uh-huh.
You know, so like you have to. Oh, come on, man, come on! It's right. It's already behind me. I think one of the one game that I can actually relate to that, but not that much, is Outlast.
oh, I haven't
Because
played
there's
that.
a lot of
Oh,
chasing
right.
in Outlast, and like sometimes you can, if you're actually panicking a lot, you can just get lost. Yeah. There's a lot of like maze thing, but not a lot much on the puzzle aspect, but a lot of chasing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a game. It's not actually, if you think about it, it's not scary, but the pressure that it can give to you is too much. It can be unbearable to the point that you're gonna think that it's scary, but it's really not.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like in real life too. Like horror like haunted houses, like in amusement parks. They rarely scare me, but like if you take me to like a freaking escape room,
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, to be
I'm like, oh gosh, I can't get out.
Somebody help me.
Somebody help me.
I'm over
Escape
here.
rooms.
Can anyone hear me?
Dude, I was so
Yeah.
hyped for escape rooms. Like I always
Mhm.
like wanted to go to one, and then when you finally go to one, it's kind of like you just watch one of the smarter people solve the whole thing. And that's the
Yeah.
whole game. It's like, yay, thank you, I guess.
Man. I still,
Oh, that's
I
everything.
still have to try one.
Yeah, yeah, I think they're overrated. I think they're overrated for me because I'm not very smart. I can't
yeah.
figure it out.
Can't solve it.
I can't solve. Some of the puzzles are so freaking weird. Like you gotta find like a freaking bird-shaped freaking jar or something.
Wait, what?
And they're so big, you gotta look around and what are you talking about? And then some people explain it. It's like, how did you get to that conclusion? How did you put A to B? What's going on?
And then
Puzzles,
when
man.
they explain it to you, oh, it's fairly easy. You just have
Yeah.
to blah blah
I
blah.
know, yeah.
Well, you see,
Oh, God.
elementary, my dear Rocky.
I know. Right.
Yeah.
God.
It's like 3 hoops they jump through. And I'm like, what?
What's the first? Yeah, you ever been stuck on a puzzle on a game? What's the first time like you ever got? Like, what's the one puzzle that you remember vividly in the game that
Oh,
you got
God.
stuck in?
There's.
Okay,
Can't
for
remember.
me, Pokemon Silver, the ice
Oh.
cave, the ice cave. Do you remember the ice cave? Like you beat the
Wait.
7th gym. You go to the ice cave and there's like the slides where you have to slide like through the ice thing, and you can only go forward. I got
can't
stuck on that
remember.
level for so long. I almost gave up. I'm like, there wasn't any like online things back then, so you can't like
Oh,
look
yeah,
up the
well,
True,
solution.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Times back
stuck
then.
Mhm.
on the ice cave, and then I just at some point I figured it out. Like, oh my gosh, you can get out of the ice cave. there's another side to this. Yeah.
This is not the end of the game?
Yeah, it's not the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then
It is,
and
yeah.
the
Wait, that
worst
was
part
not the final
part
boss?
is the music. Like the or something like the ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding
I also
ding.
remember
I'm
the song
familiar.
because of it.
I'm not a Pokemon guy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's
Yo,
okay.
what puzzle you got stuck on though? Like you got any like crazy puzzles?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go first.
It's okay. It's okay. You can go.
Okay. Well, I mean, I said I grew up on Metroidvania.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So most of it, there's like a minor puzzle in Symphony of the Night where
Mhm.
it's just like, I saw my brother go into this part of the castle I'd never seen
Mhm.
before.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was playing it myself, I was like, how do I get to that part of the castle? And then there's like 2 items you're supposed to equip
Uh-huh.
and like read
Ah.
the description, but I was too stupid to not read descriptions of items.
Mhm.
So just so like where in the center clock tower is like what these 2 items said, like you would wear together,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and then you would open that and get an item that would. You would also get an item you would have to equip
Mhm.
to fight a boss that has like a, and like you normally fight the boss and there's like you don't see it, but there's an when you equip the item there's an invisible enemy you would hit.
Oh,
I
wow.
wouldn't figure that out until my brother showed me, but I spent like a good 3 hours looking
Yeah.
around for items going around the
That's
castle.
crazy.
Oh
And
God.
I'm just like, what the hell? Where do I
Where
go?
do I
Is there
go?
like a and Castlevania has secret walls, so it's like,
Mhm.
do I have to
Oh,
break
yeah.
a secret wall
Oh.
too?
Like in Dark Souls.
So I'm just like, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
but like after that, I'm just. I just realized like I gotta learn how to read. But granted, I was like a dummy 7 or 8-year-old playing
Yeah.
the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, Kate's not gonna figure that out.
Dude, I remember in Pokemon, there's these caves in Ruby and Sapphire where it's the only way you can catch the 3 Reggies, like Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, and Reggie Rock.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember that.
there was a wall with Braille, and they gave vague hints on what Pokemon to bring to unlock the secret door
Yeah.
to the cave. Look, man, Even blind people can't read it because you can't visually see Braille. You can only touch it. So how are who's supposed to read this? What?
They seriously have a Braille
people
puzzle?
Yes, it's in Braille.
Yeah.
I have no clue how you're supposed to translate, and they don't even give the answers outright. They just give, if you translate the Braille, it just gives you like vague hints. For 3 mediocre legendaries that don't even do much.
They were expecting people to like put their fingers on the screen, and they forgot that the screen is smooth.
Yeah, the screen is smooth.
I think that's where the part that's where the part they messed up.
That's where they got the idea of the DS. It's good to touch.
It's like they were doing a test run, and then they were already on that part, and they were like, oh. I think we
Pokemon's
messed up.
crazy. Pokemon puzzles are crazy, man. How about you, Haruta? What puzzle do you remember in your childhood?
Yeah. Actually, it's not that much of a puzzle, but it's really hard to like navigate through the entire thing. But it's also on Emerald. It's on Pokemon Emerald.
Oh yeah.
You guys know that the floor, when if you stand too long on it, it
falls
just
off.
crumbles.
Oh yes, I remember.
So you have to use a bike.
To
So
run
there's
past,
this there's this one stage. So it's like a pillar where you have to where at the top you're gonna meet Rayquaza. So the very first time you enter that that thing, it's actually fairly easy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the collapsing floor feature is still not there. But on the second time, it's it's gonna be one hell of a ride, because you need to use the Mac bike, and in the Mac bike, there's like so it actually accelerates. So it starts off very slow, and as it accelerates, it gets too hard to control. So you have to make those
like
perfect
a platforming
timing.
challenge.
Kinda. So you have to perfectly time the point where you turn, because if you actually collide with the wall, it's gonna stop you entirely, and you're gonna lose all the momentum. So you're just gonna stop entirely, and then you're gonna have to start again on the first floor.
Was that the
Or
tower
if
to
you're lucky-
Rayquaza?
Yeah, that's
The Rayquaza tower. Oh yeah, I remember.
On my very first try,
Dude,
I remember I was stuck there.
Pokemon easy. Pokemon easy, guys.
It's easy, guys. Wait till
Professional
you get to
Dark
the
Souls
puzzles.
player gets stuck on Pokemon.
Wait till you get to the puzzles. you ignorant kid.
Hey, I hope you can read Braille visually.
What the heck?
I hope you know
Oh my
the extra puzzles that comes along with it, but you have to use Flash. There's like extra feature on it as well, right? Now I remember on one of the Reggie caves, you have to like stay close to the walls and like count how many steps you have to take on the left, from the left
Oh my
side.
God.
No, from the right side to the left side, right? And then use like what move was it again? I think
Like
it's
cut
Flash,
or something?
if I'm not
Flash?
mistaken.
Or I don't know. I
Yeah,
forgot.
I know. I forgot, man.
But they really don't want you to get the Reggies. They're like, no, this is for expert Pokemon trainers that can read Braille.
Jesus. I'm honestly sharing the same fear that Rocky has with Pokemon now.
Yeah.
So like, I'm scared of Pokemon because of these puzzles.
The puzzles, man, they made them much easier now. In the new games, there's like no more like hardcore puzzles like that. It's just like, you gotta like in the new ones, the puzzle is you move a giant olive to one place to the other. You see that?
No, they made. I'm glad they made things easier.
They made it much easier. They made the
like-
battles much easier too. Like, you know, in the old game, the rival just
Yeah.
chooses like the one strong,
Your
the one
counterpick,
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Now they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna choose the one that's easier, cause like, I don't know. You can show your super effective move on me. Like they're like, oh, you used the super effective move. Good job. That's the rival now these days. You know. Nah, with
Yeah.
Pokemon. Dude, they even took away like this recent one. They took away like the evil organization. Like, you know, every generation they got Team
wait,
Rocket and stuff.
What?
Like
Wait, and
Team Star
Yeah.
isn't a bad. Well, spoiler alert: Team Star isn't an evil organization. It's just a
Well,
bunch of
maybe
kids.
it's- Yeah, maybe it's because
Yeah.
people started liking the bad guys and they didn't
Mhm.
want like people feeling bad about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they even took out Pokerus. Did you know
They-
Pokerus? Pokerus is
Pokera?
Pokerus is this thing in like Pokemon where you could give it spreads to your Pokemon, and what it does is it helps you like EV train it faster. But it's it's a
Oh.
virus that like you could spread to your Pokemon to make it easier to EV train. Like it's a good virus, but because of, you know, the vid,
Yeah.
they removed it.
Oh,
like,
okay, I see.
it's too
All right, okay,
controversial.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Steezels, you are a DJ robot. DJ robot. What kind of DJing you do?
Yeah, I mess around with video game music, but
Oh,
like video
Mm.
game music that I'm familiar with. I need to really branch out. That's like my biggest problem with DJing. But like,
I really
you know,
like
there's a lot of
Persona
video
5
game
music.
Oh
Persona
yeah,
5 music.
great. One of the
They're
best.
really good,
One of the
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
So I throw in a lot of like Atlas music. For, like,
Mm,
I try to be spread across the board for Atlas because like
like Lotus
feel like
Juice or something.
part
What's his name?
yeah part of
Lotus
my
Juice.
brain gets kind of disinterested if I keep playing the same like
Mm,
franchise over and over and over again.
hmm
So I would try to throw in like things I probably haven't played but like I know
nice.
also has great music or
Ah.
new stuff I find
Mm-hmm.
because like on YouTube there's always like these huge channels that have like massive video game archive
Mm-hmm.
music and I was like I sometimes I hear those in like my downtime and I'll seek out like video game OST soundtracks
Ah,
but yeah
Ooh.
most of it is just trying to find things that work together
ah.
because music's kind of you can't like throw in your symphonic I can't I hate how I can't like it's so hard to work for Dark Souls music.
Yeah. I
And
love
it's
like
Dark
the-
Souls
it's a-
music, but it's not for like
It's not for like it's not the vibe you go for if you want to like
yeah,
have your foot tapping.
right, yeah.
It's more if you
That-
want to clench
Dude.
like your muscles and you're
Yeah.
like, oh.
No,
And
I
it's
go
more of
to
like
the
if you want to
gym.
restore your faith.
I go to the
Yeah.
gym, and I thought maybe Dark Souls music will help motivate me to get more gains. And you know what? No, it just kind of made me feel like scared.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
A few minutes
panicking
in,
trying
you're
to
already
lift.
ascending.
Yeah, I'm already tired after like the first lift. I'm like, okay, I'm listening to Persona 5 music.
Yeah. That's where like if you wanted to really do it, you have to find somebody that has a cool remix going. Like
Yeah.
it kind of feels weird,
Mhm.
but like sometimes you just put it you would look up.
Mhm.
Sometimes I looked up like there's this old site that's
Mhm.
been going a long time. I'm still happy it's out there. There's
Mhm.
OC Remix.
Ah,
If
what
you
is
guys
that?
heard of that.
Oh.
Oh,
OC
it's like
Remix?
a video. It's where people have a bunch of video game soundtracks,
Ah,
and it's like a collection of people that do the remix.
so
Remix
I
of it.
want to ask, so video game music, you could just play it on stream and like Twitch won't like ban you for it or anything?
Oh, that's kind of the main reason why I'm doing it because
It's like
yeah, it's
like
a
kind
kind
of
of a gray area.
with
Yeah,
Twitch.
right.
Because
Mhm.
like if it's a streaming platform for video
games.
games,
a video game
then
music.
they wouldn't.
That's what I
It
heard.
depends.
But
it
like,
depends.
yeah, I
It-
heard
yeah.
someone else like say,
It
"Oh,
heavily
they can."
depends. Because
company
what
can-
I learned recently is Kingdom Hearts music doesn't work. Because Square Enix is
Oh.
super strict about it.
Yes, and
Because
Utada Hikaru
even-
can just
even-
like
Yeah, that too. And even when I was playing Kingdom Hearts recently, I played Kingdom Hearts 2 all the way through.
Mhm.
My VODs got muted and was like, I guess I'm not using this music ever. And I wanted to because there's some cool tracks I could DJ, but I have to write. It's honestly writing the line, doing the thing I do too.
Yeah, that sounds really cool though. What you're doing, DJing on stream.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, the first time I ever got like I ever got exposed to Japanese music, J-pop, is like back then when this freaking commercial for Kingdom Hearts came up and you heard.
Oh yeah, I think that's the first everybody. Yeah,
and it's the first time I was like,
on the map.
oh my gosh, who is that singer? And
Oh,
that's like
beautiful.
my first
It is.
exposure to J-pop. It's like, wow, music from other countries can be good too.
So this is the other side.
Yeah.
What's your favorite OST music, guys? Like, what's your favorite like OST?
That's hard for me.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
What I could pull up my stuff. You can go first, Haruta, because it'll take me a bit.
Yeah, Haruta, what's your favorite music?
I'm also having a hard time trying to pick which one is
Let me
the
think
best.
mine. Let me think mine.
Uh,
The Jet Set Radio has a lot of good
Are we
ones.
talking about
Jet Set Radio is always pretty good.
of a game?
Yeah, it could be game.
Yeah. Or it'd just be a song, I feel like. you
That
like in
really
particular
moves you.
for video games.
Mhm.
It's a normie answer to say like something from Persona 5, but like that track is just so full
I don't
of
fault
bangers.
anybody, to be honest.
It's
I
so
really don't.
good. It makes you feel like a phantom thief just like running at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta
stealing
run a lot as a
I'm
phantom thief,
stealing
dude.
those gains.
Oh my now.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it. They're just like, this is perfect for stealing treasure.
Right.
Right.
Just imagine.
Honestly, it depends. I can't. Oh, I'm not like someone who says favorites. I would honestly say like, if I did want to like harken back to like my old J-pop real vibes, I would go to Persona 4 because like there's a lot of it's like a more cheerful tone. So a lot of the music there.
and it got raps in
very
it too.
upbeat, very upbeat like
Lotus
J-pop.
Juice.
I'm like, yeah.
Lotus Juice is such a good rapper.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
beg to disagree sometimes, but he's got some good flow.
Yeah. I wish there was some Lotus Juice music in Persona 5, but I think it'll kill the vibe maybe a little bit.
It might, because they're more funky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, and Persona 5 kind of goes more for that like more funky kind of beat. Yeah. I don't know. I can't talk music. Let me think of the OST that I like.
I mean, I think I have something that I gravitate towards.
Yeah, what is
It's usually so like sometimes I'll gravitate pretty often, like whenever I don't have an idea to listen to, I'll put it on the Street Fighter Third Strike soundtrack, which I would encourage anyone to listen to because a lot of it is good. Hum it. Do 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 do. There's like yeah,
I love
that's
it.
like the intro,
beautiful.
but then there's some sick just hip hop based
Mm.
drums behind that melody. So
I can see that. Nice.
I was tempted to just like patch it through my mic, but that would kind of. Well, I am a robot. I could do that. I'm very capable.
He's a robot. What OST do I like? Okay. I think it's the fight with Father Gascoigne in Bloodborne.
Oh,
That-
that's a great one.
Yeah, that song is really good. It kind of sounds like Batman, like it's a Batman theme or something, but more intense. I don't know, like it has the bombastic kind of like orchestra thing going on where it's like, oh, Batman's here, or this is Gotham, you know. And then it's like you
I can
mix.
see it.
It's like you mix some like it's like some like a Gotham theme with like Psycho, like the
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. Like you combine those two, and it's brilliant. And I guess a second pick would be the Abyss Watchers from Dark Souls 3. They got this thing where like
Yes.
it kind of has like a male choir, but then there's hints of like a female voice kind of like changing it, like kind of like it kind of has a story kind of like they're getting corrupted and stuff, so it's a pretty fun music. I wouldn't listen to it at the gym though, to be honest.
Yeah. Especially Father Gas's music. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, Father Gascoigne's music really nice. Orchestra stuff. Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Haruta?
I think okay. I actually have one in mind. I'm actually a big fan of OSTs from the Monster Hunter franchise.
Oh,
yeah,
And-
those are great.
Yeah. So out of all the themes or the specific monster themes, my favorite one will always be Camellia's, especially with the new version of his old theme on the Monster Hunter Rise. It's like it's just so good. It's chef kiss all the way.
Nice.
There's like it's a combination of like so there's choir voices, and also like heavy drums, and I don't know how to describe it, but at the very beginning of the soundtrack, it start off as like very heavy vibes, no? And like when it starts on going through the chorus or the pre-chorus part, it kind of shifts into a very cartoony vibe, which is actually the transition is so out of place, but it fits so well.
Oh, nice.
For some reason. Yeah, and like on
Hey,
the chorus it
Haruta.
just goes
Aya's here.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
says Haruta idol Pokita.
hey, thank you, thank you.
yeah. Nice.
You the best, man. You the best.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So as I was saying, when it's already on the chorus part, it just goes all the way to a freaking heroic kind of soundtrack,
Nice.
like
No.
dun 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 like that.
Nice.
It's so
Yeah.
cool. It's always giving me like the goosebumps and all.
Nice.
I honestly think Monster Hunter Rise music, or it depends on the monster, but like you could run the Monster Hunter music in my opinion. But it does have it has the bombastic like choruses that might turn you off away from it. But like I think one of the things in Monster Hunter, especially Rise, is the Ibushi and Narwa theme. That it's just it builds up the main theme
Yeah.
like a variant, and I'm like, what? That blew my mind.
Yeah, I should play
Like-
more of that game. I have it, but I
Yeah.
stopped playing.
You should play it. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
it's
playing.
great.
Monster Hunter Rise.
It's
I love how
It's slower
Japanese it
combat,
is.
too.
There's a lot of like Japanese like influence in Rise, Monster Hunter Rise, and like the monsters are kind of like based on yokai, which is pretty
Yeah.
neat. I
yeah,
think
there's a lot of inspiration.
Yeah.
like the fire breathing bird one. I think that one's based on the umbrella. You know, the Bakemono
Yeah.
umbrella,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
kind of cool.
Its wings kind of shape
yeah.
out to be an umbrella.
Yeah, I got pissed off with that one dodo bird dinosaur with the egg. I couldn't
Yeah, that
beat
one's
it.
annoying because you have to chase it
Yeah.
constantly.
I had
Yeah.
to chase it and like, oh my gosh.
Well, once you get used to chasing that game,
Yeah.
it's amazingly
Dude, we
fun.
should play together, maybe.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should. We should.
Yeah.
I have the game as well, but it's been a while since I played it. But hey,
Me too.
I'm still low level. I'm still with the dodo bird.
that's okay. That's okay.
It's alright.
I low key like Undertale got pretty good OSTs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Great.
Undertale.
I'm not gonna say Megalovania though because that's a meme. But I think the battle music for Undyne is actually legit good.
Undone's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it kind of makes you feel like she's the hero and you're kind of like the villain. Like
Yeah.
Wait, which one? Oh, we're talking about the first. Okay, the first.
Oh, yeah,
theme,
I
because
thought
there's like
the
another
first
one,
theme,
right?
dude.
yeah. Like no, I should apologize. Megalovania is still good. I know it's a meme, but it deserves the credit. It's still a really good like song, like you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I prefer
There's,
the
like, history
Undyne
behind that
music.
song, too.
Yeah.
That song's been used like 3 times by that creator. He
Yeah.
loves it so much.
Oh really?
Yeah, he
Megalovania.
used it for like he made a Earthbound ROM hack
Oh yeah.
and
Mm.
he used it for that. And then he also used it for he worked on a comic series.
Dude,
called,
those 4 notes.
Homestuck.
Those
Yeah.
4 notes will just be forever be infamous on the internet.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's all you need.
Everyone. No, that's
But-
one of those songs I don't really mess around with a lot on my DJ streams. Like, I could use it. It's a good
But
song.
it's gonna be
like,
cringe.
I don't want it to be a meme. It's gonna be cringe, exactly.
It used to be so cool when it first came out. Like there'd be
It is.
remixes
Yeah.
of it and stuff. But like it's been used so many times that when you hear those first 4 notes, you're like, oh no.
Talk about having a bad time, huh?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful day. The birds are singing.
Yeah.
Something,
Okay,
something
yeah.
happening.
Right, right.
These kids like you should be.
Dude, that
Oh,
game
here
is
we go.
actually pretty hard.
Oh no, here we go. Yeah.
That game's
bullet hell.
hard. Yeah, it's a bullet hell. I don't like it.
Oh yeah,
It's a bullet
hell as well,
hell,
right?
basically. Yeah.
It's like a mix of turn-based bullet hell.
Yeah, that's
kinda
a very
game.
hard game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the concept of it though.
Yeah, I do like the concept.
Mm.
They made this game. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Fear and Hunger. Fear and Hunger. You heard of that?
I'm not
Haven't,
sure if I'm.
no.
Okay,
yeah, I
so
haven't.
it's a it looks like an RPG Maker game, but maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. It looks like one, but it looks like a turn-based RPG.
Oh.
The way it looks, like there's turns, you know, like there's items and magic and all that, but
Mhm.
it just looks like that. It's actually like a psychological survival horror.
A psychological horror survival game.
Yeah, because like the first 2 enemies you fight are like 2 dogs, and they will murder you if you try to like fight them. So,
Wait, what? Excuse
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Wait, what?
yeah, it's pretty.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry to say this, Dark Souls.
Yeah, no, you know, it's hard, but not in a way like Dark Souls is hard but fair. This is hard because it's unfair. It's very,
God.
very punishing. Like, it's not hard. Like, it's easy to like kind of beat this if you know what you're doing. Like, I've seen like the streamers who play it. But if you like mess up, because a lot of it is based on luck. Like saving in this game,
Wait, what?
you flip a coin, and if you flip wrong, this really strong monster would come and kill you. And if you flip right, then you get to save. So
Wait,
you know,
wait.
dude, like just regular fights with regular enemies. Like if they have like a knife or something, they could cut off your arm. And the whole playthrough, you just don't have one arm or a leg, and you have to crawl. There's this
God, Lord.
there's this scene in the game where there's a hole on the floor, and then you click the hole, and your character says it's probably not a good idea to jump in. And if you jump in the hole, you're just stuck in the whole game. You can't die. You're just stuck there the whole game. You can't move. You can't leave.
Wait, what?
Yes,
So
you
you
have
can't
to.
even
You have to
quit?
fit. You physically have to quit your game and start all over
Oh god.
for just jumping in the hole.
Wait, can you save before you jump on the
I
hole?
guess, but you have to flip a coin to save.
Oh yeah, that. Oh god.
Yeah, and what else? There's like planks on the floor that if you accidentally step on, they actually have rusted nails, and you actually have to amputate
You
your
get
leg.
tetanus.
Yeah, you have to amputate
Oh,
your leg,
no.
and you have to watch yourself
It's pretty
amputate.
horror.
It is
Yeah.
very
It's like
horrible.
graphic horror, though.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of
Wait, it's a
the
graphic horror?
and most of the enemies have
I mean, like-
peepees, like big
Like
peepees.
graphic violence.
Yeah,
Oh,
like very
I
graphic.
see.
Very graphic. Is
And-
in that sense.
And they also like make you question, like at some point there you'll find like a girl character, like a little girl. She can't fight, but like you could trade her in to restore one of your arms that you lost. You could trade her for like
Oh.
items, and it's pretty messed up. It's like an adult game. Like there's a lot of gore, a lot of like there's just monsters with big peepees like sticking out, like
Wait,
huge
what?
peep. I'm
that
serious.
makes sense.
Yeah. And not
That's
not in like
horrible.
not like in a fan servicey kind of way. It's kind of like just for it to shock you, you know. Like there's just
Oh,
this big
God.
peepee hanging out, you know.
Yeah, I looked it up real quick, and I was just saying, and I saw like other.
Yeah, it's
what-
crazy.
What
suggestions
what is
because
this?
it's
What is
very-
this game called again?
It's
Sexually
called
charged.
Fear and Hunger. Now I bring it up.
Fear and hunger.
I bring it up
You
because
know
like
what?
there's
I'm gonna do that.
you're gonna
Hold on.
I bring it up after Undertale because they have an option in the fight where it says talk. And if you click talk, the
Oh.
monster will attack you and you just lose an arm.
Oh god. Okay.
They're like,
Now all
this
right.
ain't
I see.
Undertale. It's
Uh-oh.
crazy.
My
Also,
God.
also,
Ding
if you kill a monster, you won't get any exp.
Wait, what?
There's
Wait, how do you level up then?
there's no levels.
There's no
Wait, what?
rules, You just live.
Basically, if you play this like an RPG, you're gonna die.
You die.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's about running away from monsters.
yeah. So yeah, you
Oh,
kind of need to like choose your fights wisely.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
in a way,
that's-
it's harder than Dark
It's
Souls
like a
because
survival horror.
yeah, it's more of a survival horror than because Dark Souls is an RPG. Like you could say it's hard, you know, but in the end, you
yeah.
can still level up. You can still get armor. You can make it easier for yourself. Like the chat knows here that when I play Dark Souls, I tend to like make it really easy for myself. You know, like I like to run away and stuff, and like choose my fights wisely. Like don't
Yeah.
attack both of them at once. You gotta strategize.
Yeah.
You know, but Fear and Hunger, it's hard in a way that like it hates you. It hates the player.
The game hates you. The
Yeah.
game hates you.
It sounds
Yeah.
like a more hardcore like Resident Evil
yeah.
because like
Yeah.
you're not
And-
you don't want to get into things where you want to use your
Mm.
Mhm.
resources.
Yeah.
Actually, I look at the monsters. Like some of them actually resemble some of the monsters from Silent Hill.
Yeah, I think the artist for this game this game was mostly made by one person, by the way, and
Oh,
I,
yeah. Only one person?
Impressive.
that's
That's
why
a lot of
Oh.
indie games though.
that. I mean, like if you're
Yo.
working with somebody else, I don't think anybody would agree to just having monsters with big peepees.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That
sure.
one. Yeah.
It's just a one person kind
I
of
forgot about
craziness.
that one. Yeah.
Like, oh hey, you mind if this monster has a big peepee?
Oh yeah, it was meant to be that way. Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
can
do want to
or
play
you ask
that.
your composer.
The only problem with streaming it is the monsters have big peepees, and there's a lot of subjects in this
Yeah.
in this game that is just
Yeah.
unstreamable. But
Man.
luckily
Yeah.
there's a mod somewhere that could like censor
Like a
all the
censor?
peepees.
Like
Yeah.
a censored
Things.
version.
Connor from CDogVA actually streamed
Oh,
it. and it was kind of funny.
Sensors and what
Yeah,
Yo,
I think they replaced the peepees with like other objects that you could hit instead.
like what, an arm?
You can hit
Yeah.
it.
But still
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
you can hit
place?
the PP. In this game, you could actually hit like separate parts of the monsters. So you actually have to strategize which part to hit first. Because hitting the monster's head usually just kills them instantly. But it's hard to hit the head for some monsters because like they can block your attack or the head will be too high or something. So you gotta chop off their legs and stuff, and like you chop off their arms or their peepees. You know. So they put like an object instead of the PP that you could smack instead. So yeah.
Smack the PP, then smack the
Yeah,
head.
I want to stream it, but like I said, you have to put a mod. So
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
now that I
Yeah,
think
makes
about
sense.
it, I really this is actually the like the type of games that I would stream,
Yeah,
except for
it's
the PP parts.
I mean, just find the
Yeah.
sensor mod and you should be good. I mean, Connor streamed it
Yeah.
from C Dog VA Connor.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it a try. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give it a try sometime.
I'll watch it. It's crazy.
I'll
It's
look at it. I'll look up someone playing it. I don't know if I can take
Yeah,
all
because
that.
like the
it's
first
a
two
horror
enemies
game.
just kill you. Like they're two dogs,
Yeah.
Just two freaking dogs.
Two
to just
dogs.
kill you right away.
and they'll kill you
Holy.
if you go to the main entrance. It's crazy.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, fear and hunger.
Shout out to the Fear Hunger.
Yeah. So have you played any Souls games, Haruta? I know Steezo's played a lot of Souls games.
Actually, I
Yeah.
haven't, but I've always been interested on like playing like a Souls games.
Yeah, you should.
They're
Do
good.
it.
Good time.
Yeah,
See,
because
the
I-
arts are
Hmm.
nice.
Because like you know it's actually one of those like RPG games where like the monsters can sometimes it feels like they're out of this world, if you know what I mean. Like I love those I
Yeah,
love those
the monster
concepts
designs.
where
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm, mm,
fantasy.
yeah, or like this one is it's like one of those creatures where like this one actually has like a pretty simple role, but the design is like a freaking eldritch god or something, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
actually
there's
a
a lot
boss
of-
monster.
Yeah.
Like wait, what? And then when you encounter the boss monster, it actually looks more human.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, wait a minute.
Yeah, just the way they rendered like mimics, you know, like mimics in other games,
they're
just
creepy,
the
yeah.
chest, but like mimics in Dark
Yeah.
Souls, oh,
Yeah.
mimics in
It has-
Dark Souls just like will traumatize you. They go, they have this laugh, this dolphin laugh. They go,
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
wait, what?
They have
The
a dolphin
dolphin
laugh.
laugh?
and
they
then
got the
stand up.
freaking long arms, freaking long legs, and they got like fingers for teeth. Fingers
Yep.
for teeth. Who
Yeah.
Who thought of this? And they'll walk around and they'll try to Kamen Rider kick your face. Like I'm serious. They do a Kamen Rider
They could
kick.
drop kick you.
I know.
What?
It's
Drop kick
crazy. Who thinks of this?
Oh,
It's a
God.
big chest. I don't even deal with them anymore. I just toss the smoke thing at it and open it.
Wait. Well, there's a chest. Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
I'm like, oh, I'm out of the smoke thing, guys. I'm gonna come back to this chest later.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for
Yeah.
For later
Yeah,
stuff.
later.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
They do a lot of damage early on. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
hmm Yeah, you should try Dark Souls. It's fun, like Souls games.
I definitely would. I definitely would as well. But now that I think about it, you know what? Maybe Fear and
Get a lot
Hunger
of
is
jump off points too.
yeah.
Like
Maybe
you could
Fear and
start with
Hunger
anything.
is.
I think you'd be happy.
Oh, really?
In my opinion, you can. But then again, maybe not Sekiro. Don't do Sekiro.
Yeah, Sekiro.
Although that's not a soul. Is it considered a Souls game? I probably
If you're
still
more
is.
comfortable with action games, then Sekiro is a recommendation. But if you're more comfortable with RPGs, then maybe start with like Dark Souls 3 or I start with
I
Dark
even
Souls
say
3.
Dark Souls 1's good. Too.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot slower.
Yeah, it's
You don't
slower.
have to
Yeah,
have like a lot more reaction time than.
yeah. I get you. Yeah, yeah. Dark Souls 1
see.
is a good recommendation for like slow RPG lovers. If you think of Dark Souls as a turn-based RPG, like in a
Yeah,
way,
you can make
you
it
could go
through.
far. Yeah, because in
Also,
a
you
way,
can do some really broken things in the one.
The only reason why
Oh.
people find it hard, like Dark Souls hard, is because they kind of treat it like freaking Devil May Cry. Where like, oh, I'm gonna wreck
Okay, I
everything.
see.
Where
I see.
like,
They
I
thought
have
of
a
it
big
like,
sword. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
fight everyone in this room. And that's not how you play Dark Souls. Like you have to think carefully, methodically.
Yeah,
Like-
it's not like a game
Mhm.
where you can just go guns blazing.
Yeah. And
Man.
yeah, and the boss fights are usually like they look really scary, but they have very telegraphed moves, or like it's kind of turn-based if you think about it. Like, oh, he's signaling this move, so I will respond with this kind of dodge.
All
Or-
right.
Yeah,
So it's like this like the same mechanics like Monster
Mhm.
Hunter where you just
Yeah.
have to.
Monster Hunter's good.
Mm,
If you, I
mm,
feel
mm.
like if you play through Monster Hunter, you could play through a Dark Souls.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
I
see.
don't get why people like say like, oh, it's the hardest game. You know?
No, this is harder.
Oh yeah, I
This is
do
much
get that a
harder.
lot as
Yeah.
well from
I
people.
think it's because the early days, because no one figured out how to play like Dark Souls, like a lot of
Mhm.
people.
Right.
Mhm.
And then the people that figured out were like, dude, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not
But
that
then-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Fear and Hunger though is hard.
No, there's
Yeah,
a difference
yeah.
between hard and impossible,
Yeah.
almost impossible,
Yeah.
and like it's almost impossible.
Like just the RNG of it will screw you. Like, oh, you gotta flip a coin to do this. Like some enemies have a move where if they flip a coin and it lands right, you just die.
It's an insta
Yeah.
kill, man.
It's an insta kill. Yeah.
Unfair stuff.
But,
Yeah,
but,
really
but maybe
unfair.
if you think about it, maybe Fear and Hunger is actually an RPG game, but like
Mhm.
the role that you're playing as is the victim.
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
pretty scary. It's really Fear and Hunger is also like highly influenced by Berserk. Like the story
Oh,
is
Berserk.
basically Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
explains
The creator loves
monsters, huh?
Berserk a lot.
hmm
Mm.
He
Yeah.
even has like armor references and
Yeah.
monster references from Berserk.
It's very
Right.
Berserk inspired, like almost like in a Dark Souls way. Right. That's why I wanted to play it, but I can't find the mod. I don't know where the mod is.
I'm gonna have to search for that mod. I need to.
Yeah. So, yeah, Haruta, you rap. What
Oh.
got you into rapping? Huh?
Well, actually, I listen to a lot of like rap like no specifically just Filipino artists, Filipino rap
I see.
artists. But nowadays a lot of Filipino rap artists just raps about bragging their bragging their wealth and like influence and other stuff. But there's actually this one Filipino rapper,
Mhm.
like it's like one of the OGs, if you know what I mean. And like a lot of aspiring rap artists actually look up to him because
Mhm.
unlike all the other modern Filipino rappers, he talks about social stuffs like social problems
Ah.
and
Zed
sometimes
asked
mental health.
Glock 9? He asked Glock 9?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Glock 9. Like most of his songs
Look at that guy.
talks about so he has this one song where it's titled as Upuan.
Upuan.
So yeah, if you translate that in English, it literally translates
Chair?
to like chair. Yeah,
Ah.
chair. So it talks about the political system of the Philippines. So
Mhm.
there's like the concept is there's this one chair who's always like a lot of people are taking advantage of it and taking taking it for granted. So that chair is actually representative of like the position for
Mm.
the
Like
president of the
president.
Philippines. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
So most of his
Dang.
rap songs are actually symbolic, and I really look up to
Ah.
that concept of
It's
it.
like a
Yeah,
it's like
that's cool.
a Childish Gambino, This Is America kind of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when rap first started, it was a lot very political.
That was a very, very
yeah.
political, a lot more
Mhm.
symbolic.
Mhm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I That's cool.
So that's actually one of the one of the main reasons actually that got me into rapping.
So you look up to Glock 9. So want to be nice. You said you have a sample for us.
Oh yeah, I do have a sample.
I'm sure the audience is
I'm excited.
looking forward to hearing Haruta's rap.
It's not actually that much, but like it's something that I made. Just in case for this type of situation where you're like you just ask me to, hey yo Haru, rap for us, do it.
Oh, does the audience want to hear Haruta rap?
God.
Huh? Audience,
Oh, God.
you still here? 8 people.
Oh God.
They're not responding. They don't want you to rap. Haruta gonna rap now? Yes, maybe. If you say if you want to. You want him to rap?
Just maybe.
You want him to rap, guys?
Maybe.
They don't want you to rap. They're like, okay.
No pressure. No pressure.
Drop them bars. Josh said, drop them bars.
Drop them bars, man.
Who else,
God.
Who else wants to hear Haruta rap, huh? Noah, huh?
Don't
Josh?
raise your hand, guys. Don't
Mark?
raise your hands, please. I'm begging you guys.
I know
raise
the
your
feeling,
hands.
so I'm not raising my hand. At least
Yeah.
being the DJ and all, people are like, yeah, freaking mash some stuff up. I'm like, no, take some time, dude. Take some time. You gotta think.
Mark says, yeah, sure, why not? I could enjoy Haruta suffering too. What? What? He's the rap god. He won't be suffering.
Are you?
He's a natural poet.
I think it's one of Freya's people. They just want to see me suffer.
What? I'm Freya's people. I don't want to see you suffer.
Oh,
I want to hear you
Rocky.
rap.
You're good. Don't worry. You're good.
Where's Freya? She's gonna miss the rap.
Oh God.
Oh, she's gonna miss the rap. Oh no, Freya's not here. She's gonna have to watch the VOD.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God she's not here.
Alright, yeah, if you're comfortable rapping, go show us your stuff.
No, it's okay. I can do it now.
Yeah, alright, here we go. Maybe I should turn off the music. Wait.
Alright. No, it's actually just gonna be like pure a cappella.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright.
Excited.
Also, I should just start right away.
Yeah, it's up to you. Whenever you feel comfortable.
Alright then. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, my name is Haru. That's all you need to know. I can't trap on the spot, so I need time to keep the flow. Facing all of you right now, performing on a stage, spitting flaming hot bars easily like piece of cake. A local paranormal private investigator working as a part-time VTuber to do the favor. So mysterious, seriously intimidating, to delirious, hideously intoxicating. I've been invited as a guest in a podcast, given a task to do a rap for the rest of us upon the bus. Join in the ride, take your seat belts and strap them in, cause we'll ignite the light tonight when we begin. Be ready to share the night with the 3 of us, and never-ending fun with chat and all the fuss. Would you dare to stay? You like everything you see? Enjoy the gang and enjoy the shock therapy. Yeah, break it down, yo. That's just everything that I have.
Wow,
Nice.
wow, that's
should be the shock
crazy.
therapy thing.
Wow,
Damn.
that's good.
Pretty good.
That's
Holy
all I
heck.
have, guys. I'm sorry.
Wow, thank you. No, that's amazing. Thank you, Haruta. That's
pretty good.
amazing.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Teach me how to rap. How do you rap? How do you do that?
Wait, is that a legit question or?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
how do
What's
you
the
set it?
process?
Yeah.
What's the process for
Yeah.
a rap?
What is the process?
So, okay. So most of the people actually, or like typically rappers, most
Mhm.
of them just start with composing the words,
Oh.
the words first. But for me, I find it more comfortable to start with the flow or the rhythm.
Oh.
Because if I don't start with the rhythm or the flow, I don't have any like foundation to like complete or make the words or put the words all together to in order to fit in with the rhythm. But I think it's actually amazing how people can just start off with the words and like just make
Yeah,
the
and work
rhythm
around
as they
it.
just work around it. But for me, it's really hard for me, so I have to compose the rhythm first, or on how I'm gonna have to construct the words itself.
Mm,
And yeah, I just
that's
have to
pretty
work
smart.
around the flow.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. I think. Like you start with the beat first, like the flow, and then you
Mhm.
you put the words in after. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So you just
Oh,
like
thank you.
you just kind of like start off with like a beat like and then you
Yeah.
just like insert like different words in. Oh, okay. Ah, watch mortals. I will be rap god Rocky. In addition to being a
That's
Let's
thunder
pretty
god.
go. Let's go, Rocky. Dropping bars.
Watch
Let's go.
Yeah. Now this is a story all about Rocky.
Nice.
Nice. And Steezel, you got samples for us too, right? You're gonna rap?
Let's go.
I can't exactly rap, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, the way I pick songs for DJing is a little bit
Mhm.
like setting up the same way. Like, I want to find similar things with songs,
Mhm.
and the biggest thing is like same rhythm, same type of drum patterns.
Ah.
Oh.
But like, so like when I have to pair things together, it's a lot
Mhm.
easier to work with music that have like, first of all, the same tempo, same speed. So
Mhm.
like beats per minute. It's a lot easier to pair one thing with one thing. So like that's mainly the flow that I look for first of all,
Ah.
and then I would try to distinguish like, hey, is this drum pattern for
So it's
this
kind of
song
like
work
a
well?
graphic designer, like choosing like the color scheme and like the type of
Yeah,
font.
yeah.
I see.
And there's like
Yeah.
a lot of colors that go into it.
Ah,
Like
there's
it's
a
hard.
visual
Also,
element.
it's a lot of it has to be like kind of catching things at the right moment, because you don't want to have like two acapellas overlapping each other unless like you could
Mhm.
really, unless you really know the songs, and they
That's cool. Like what
they
how
like
you
they
can
like
come up with.
they like kind of intersplice each other, complement each other really well.
Mhm.
So like that was like the biggest challenge for me DJing and figuring
like-
it out.
It's like cooking.
And like cooking a little
Yeah.
bit, because like you don't want to have you don't want it too salty, because like I
Mhm.
feel like too much vocals overlapping each other is salty. Or if you have like too much I guess heavy bass drum hits, or like heavy bass beats that just drop at the same time, it's just gonna blow out people's ears. So
I want to read
Yeah,
the comments to your
mhm.
rapping real quick. It says, Mark said, "Damn, that was good," and Zed said, "Ah,
Aw.
yeah, spitting fire." And then
Yeah.
Zed said,
Oh God.
"Me don't know how to rhyme." And Mark said, "Not gonna lie, I want to try rapping since I talk fast in general. Either way,
I
think I'm gonna
that
be
might be a good start.
a bad rapper because I talk pretty slow actually."
But there
I
are
just don't
actually
have the
some
brain
cases.
for it.
The what?
There are actually some cases when like the rap is
Mhm.
pretty slow, but
Oh, yeah?
like the words fit so well that it actually makes up for the speed of the flow
Yeah,
of the words. And
Oh,
I
I
think
see.
it's
Like,
you
actually
gotta
also
be-
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, it's not about like rapping fast, I feel
Mm, mm,
sometimes.
mm, mm.
It's more like about, as long as you know how to like fit your pronunciations and your like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
syllables
Ah,
into like the rhymhm that goes behind it.
I see. I see.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about rapping. Next
And
time.
also
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, I also feel like since
Can I ask how much?
typically rapping is if you put it this way, I feel like rapping is just poetry with
Oh,
with some cool beats and rhythm,
dude, I love
so
poetry.
yeah, so if you love poetry, I feel like you're gonna do well in rapping as
But
well.
most of my poems don't rhyme. Like I see
Oh.
poems more like draw like painting with words, like trying to make an
Oh
image
yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
I
that
see.
makes a
trying
lot
to
of
make
sense. Yeah.
a sensation with words.
Mm.
I
So
feel
my-
like rapping can
yeah.
work with poetry, because like a lot of rappers are poets, but like they try
Mhm.
to play around with the words so it matches with. They probably hear a beat first, So then they
Mhm.
try to work around the words around the poetry, like so they can replace this word so like it flows a lot better
Mm.
with the beat.
Mm.
I see.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out a way how I could like show what I do. It's not exactly easy given the Discord format. Because like if I patch it over, it'll kind of sound shitty through Discord.
I
That's
see.
unfortunate.
So I mean, I could kind of drag and drop something
Okay, if
in
you want.
the
It's-
Okay.
Discord, but like it's not. I don't know how if it's gonna like my tracks are kind of long,
Oh, they,
and I don't want to be like have people sitting around for 6 minutes. Maybe you could just like demo like a certain section.
a certain
Mhm.
section.
Or I
Sure,
could
yeah.
just cue it up.
Yeah, so people can have a taste of what you do in your DJ streams, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, ooh,
Yeah, this one's a favorite of mine.
all right, let's
but,
have, let's
I
have
would
a
have
taste.
to like have to cue it up. You would have to figure out how to get the sound going through.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the
stream too.
thing. And let's
Honestly,
see.
I would just start around like 2 minutes with this.
2
I
minutes. All right,
Okay.
guys, are you ready for Steezel's mix? So 2 minutes?
guess. Yeah.
Two.
So this
2
one's
minutes.
also kind of tricky too, because like, this one I'm very proud of because near music is not really DJ friendly, but then I found a combination.
Yeah, let
it
me
made
turn
me
off
super happy to do
the music for our stream first. Turn off the music.
Yeah, maybe you could like download this and then put it on your own player.
And then
But I like this mix that I
okay,
did.
let's see, guys. Well, here it is. You guys hear that? Hey, welcome, Luca. Wow, this is nice.
Yeah, so I don't want to interrupt it. It's too good. I love it too much. So, I mean, some this was mixing two. So this was mixing near Automata's Forest Kingdom track with Neon White, which is much more like upbeat of a song.
Nice. As Zed said, reminds him of Avatar.
I can see it.
Luca said, I feel like I'm watching a fight cutscene.
Honestly, this is the joy about DJing too. Like you can honestly make things together, and then you make like a new different vibe. At least with mashups. And then honestly, like you can have just like two different songs that work well together, and or in intensive. Like there's a lot of playing around you could do. It's like growing up, I was a little bit of a fan of like rhythm games. I'm not great at rhythm games, but like I liked the ones where you can import your music and play music, play your own soundtrack. So like Audio Surf was an old song I used to play, and then there's a game I played called Symphony, where I could just import my music and play around with that.
Oh, this
That's
is
like
nice.
my favorite.
Yeah, this mix.
But yeah,
it's pretty
this
cool.
is one I actually like. I didn't do live because I flubbed it live, but I was like, I have something here, so I put them together in production.
So this
one
is
a
this
little
is
bit more
from near Automata.
It's near Automata, and then Solitary Grace from Neon White. So like the drum. So if I picked a song that was like very vocal, it would take away from the near humming.
So you
like,
mix those two
Neon
together.
White is very drum heavy. So like near Automata's music's slower, so I just picked a song that's drum heavy in so it would fill the gaps, and it worked really well. So like, you have to look for patterns like that, and that's where I think it's like sort of like rapping, where you have to kind of fit things together with like with syllables, but other stuff.
It's really nice. I like. So you combine two songs together. Is that what you did? They
Yeah,
kinda, like,
that's what
mash it.
mashups are.
Wow.
Yeah, mashups do that. Other than that, I don't really do too often because it's really hard to do.
Yeah, this is really cool.
The normal DJ vibe is just like, oh, what song can follow that song, and how can I splice it together so like it's not like, oh, I hit play and I just hit. There's a meme with DJs where they're just all like, oh, this guy's just pressing play. And, they
no,
hook
I don't
up
think that
their
at all-
phone
at all.
and doing that.
Yeah.
But like other DJs kind of bash on that too. But then other times they go ahead and the DJing that I grew up with, or at least I learned in college, was like, oh, you have to like introduce one song into so it overlaps slightly. So you have to make him guessing like what's gonna come next, and then you just introduce a new song.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a skill and art to like
music
selection.
I downplay it all the time when I stream it because I'm like, oh man, I don't know how that sounds. I think I fucked it up.
Because like just like graphic design, like like you don't use your own fonts all the time. You don't like use your own like like you kind of have to choose what to use for a certain scenario. Like you kind of going for a vibe. And there's a skill in that, like choosing the appropriate song, choosing the appropriate like beats per minute, like you said. And there's like a lot of skill expression in that, I feel.
Yeah, and
thank you for
a lot of
sharing
it
that.
a lot of it lends to like learning music theory, and I'm not good at that. But I feel like if there's like some really smart DJs out there that know music theory, and they probably put it together.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the more popular DJs don't really. They probably do that, but like they're more about mashing the songs people love and together, which I don't fault. It's just like it's still cool to hear different variants and remixes.
Yeah, Luca Hyun said it sounds really amazing, and Mark said it's very good. Yeah, they really love it.
I am very proud of that one.
Yeah. If you guys ever want to hear more of that, like you could visit his streams. I think he streams like DJ stuff.
I do like. I try to be consistent on Fridays my time.
Fridays,
or Fridays my day.
Yeah, so you listen to like the songs he selected. Yeah, it's great. Like,
a lot of Persona music there too.
Yeah. What do you think, Haruta?
Actually, I listened to it all the way.
Oh yeah? Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's just so good. It's just so good, man.
Thank you.
So like, we started at like 2 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So since I listened to it all the way, so it's where it will actually fit. I think this would fit very well on turn-based games, like I don't know, like old school Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I can see
right.
That.
It's so.
It's
good.
very epic.
You know what I learned too?
In a graceful way.
Like, there's a lot of like mobile RPG games. They just have good ass songs like this. I'm just like, it has no right to be locked away, kind of in the mobile market. And like, it's a very niche like. Star Rail probably has really good. I need to look into it.
They got really good music.
I think
Star Rail.
My friend, I was kind of searching around for my ideas, but my friend said, look up Blue Archive. Blue Archive music is really, really good.
Oh,
I haven't heard of Blue Archive.
No, I think Blue Archive is actually like a turn by turn, and that the whole soundtrack of Blue Archive is really good.
Have you ever thought about making your own like music? Your own?
I feel like I have a minor music background because I played music in middle school, but
you should.
I need to get back into it.
Yeah,
because
a Steezel's original.
Yeah. I feel like I could do it. It's just composing's a lot harder than mashing things up, in my opinion.
But I feel like hearing from this from your work, I feel like you will definitely make a very good original OST.
Yeah.
Because this one, like, I don't know, when I first listened to the the 2 minute mark, it actually gives off when you play turn based games, like you're fighting, like for example, oh, this I'm fighting Penelope, the charming dancer, but like when I hit 3, it feels like I'm fighting Grunkle, the destroyer of worlds. And I was like,
Nice.
whoa, what a sweet transition. Hold on.
Yeah.
It turned from very angelic into very epic, save the world kind of thing.
Yeah. Part of
Mark-
me, when I do these mashups, I'm like unsure where I should post it to.
So
Like,
Mark says, where can
mhm.
I find the music? I want to hear the full thing. So
Yeah, I could. I could open up like
Osmanthus
I think
wine
I
tastes the
tried to
same
put
as
this
I
on
remember.
SoundCloud. I still have to really
But where are those
build up the
who share
library, but
memory?
one day I'll post it. If anything, if I do, just check it out on my socials, because I don't mean to shell too early, but like, yeah, that's the only place you'll be able to see it.
mm. Yeah, so there you go.
Definitely
That's where
looking
you
forward
find
to
it.
that.
Yeah, it's a mashup from Steezels. Yeah.
Mm.
It's where to find it. Yeah, that's really cool. I learned a lot about music today.
I learned a lot about
Yeah.
like the DJ mashup thingy
DJ,
from
yeah.
Seasons as well.
Dude, I think you
Yeah,
guys
it's
should work
kind of a
together.
science, I think.
Yeah, you make the music, make the raps, like a
Oh.
Steezels x Haruta
I'd
mashup.
be interested in that type of thing. It's just
Dude,
I
that
really have
sounds
to
cool.
work together, because like I don't want to just throw out a song that a mashup or a song that I like.
Mm,
Mhm.
mm,
Then I'm just so like, oh no, you can't work with this.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that'll be an epic
And then,
though, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Also, it's a lot of, because of DJing, you learn like there's a lot of mastering and like trying to make sure you want to fit in certain, take away certain things so things can thrive. But I'm like such a beginner at that thing. I spent a lot of time doing that freaking song, like trying to make sure, oh, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah. No, I
Mm.
think it sounds beautiful. I think you did
And-
really well.
Yeah, and it actually shows from the quality itself that you really put a lot of work
Mhm.
into it, judging from the quality and how everything just fits together.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I still encourage to listen to both songs separately because they're really good.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys check out Steezels' streams, especially his DJ ones. Yeah, he has a talent for DJing. It's amazing.
Yeah, usually on Fridays, Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific.
Pacific.
Yeah. What else can we talk about? So what's it like living in America right now, Steezels?
It's getting expensive. Yeah.
Expensive.
Mhm.
Getting kind of expensive just because things are. It's been pretty good though. Just everything, markets are. It's harder because
Yeah.
like trying to find places to live is the biggest
Mhm.
hardest thing.
Mhm.
So like it's
Mhm.
super expensive over
Oh,
here.
it's in
But,
California, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
But I would not try to change where I live because
Yeah,
I like it here too much.
Mm.
it's expensive. I remember living
Unless
in
things
California.
get really unfair.
Food is expensive. Like ramen is like $13 or something. Right?
But
wait,
because
what?
it's like kind of like ramen is more
Yeah.
a special thing. out
$13 ramen.
here. Yeah, ramen can get up to $13. My favorite ramen was 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
God.
My favorite ramen can be $10.
Yeah.
$10 a bowl.
And apartments. Like I remember my single bedroom apartment was like $1,600. $1,600. Yeah, it's crazy.
It hasn't gone too much up from that point. I think it's been more like
Oh,
you're
God.
looking
Yeah.
at around $2,000 range, but that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So Haruta's from the
For something
Philippines.
there.
What's it like in the Philippines, Haruta?
It's part though. which part of the Philippines, like
Uh,
are we
the- the
talking
part-
about
the
the
part
economy
you're
or
from.
like the
Yeah, no, just like in general. Like, what do you
I
tell us
mean,
about your country, your culture, like what kind of like places?
oh
For
yeah, I
people?
would be more than glad to. Actually, I live right now. I live in a rural area, so I
Mhm.
don't live in the main capital of the Philippines because
Uh-huh.
you know prices, like especially the apartment is so pricey, man, in the
Oh,
mainland.
really? Dang.
Yeah. So
Not bad.
it's actually a lot cheaper in the rural area, but like I'm actually thinking, after I graduate from college, I have no choice but to move there. So like,
The rural
oh
area.
boy,
Oh,
no,
to
no, no, in
the city.
to the main to the main capital because
Manila.
like, because there's a lot of opportunities in Manila, but like you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a lot at the beginning for those opportunities, if you know what I mean.
I heard Manila is like the most densely populated city in the
Yeah,
world.
that too.
It's a
That
lot
too.
of people per
Yeah.
square foot. I think.
So like because of
I
because
just
of
remember
the
Manila traffic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
oh god, that too. Don't even get me started on that. Because like okay, so here's a little bit of a story.
Okay.
So I used to have a work in Manila before, and like the traffic, man, it takes me around almost 2 hours just to go to my
Crap.
workplace, man. And there's actually this one time where I have to go. I'm ready to go home, right? But
Mhm.
thank God it was Friday that time, so took me about 6 hours to go home, bro. Yeah, no
What
cap,
the
no
heck?
cap, no cap. 6 hours. The reason,
Shit.
for
6
that
hours.
is they're actually doing like I don't know what
Construction?
maintenance maybe. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, construction, and it's on the main
Oh,
freaking
dang.
road.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
it's bad.
Yeah,
it
well-
was
It's
so
like a-
Yeah,
boring.
me
as
and
well. It
Diesels are
was
probably
so-
no strangers to traffic either.
Yeah, no.
California traffic.
But I
is-
can't do 6 hours. I would
6
just
hours?
be-
Bro, it was
Is that
just
like-
pure torture for me.
There's not like a public transportation that makes things easier? Or is it just not that convenient?
Nah, it's not actually that convenient as well.
Aw, damn.
Mm.
I think it's actually a lot harder with the public transportation, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, traffic is a big thing in Manila, and also like let's talk about the population in Manila. Because of the poverty, there's like a lot of unused lots that
Oh,
are being that are being what used by the other people
like squatters?
that belongs in the below average class of social status. And the thing is, because they build their homes there,
Mhm.
it's illegal, but yeah, that the people had no choice but to do that, because where else are they gonna live?
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, I don't actually understand. I understand the logic behind that, because I already I had a fair share of living in an urban and a rural area.
Mhm.
And I feel like in the Philippines, you're gonna
Sounds-
have an easier life living in the rural area. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's a lot of opportunity in urban, but it's easier to live
Yeah.
like just
I agree.
realistically in
And
the rural
like
area.
now,
Yeah.
like
I
now,
feel like in the US it's about the same thing.
yeah. And
Mm.
I think now in the modern age, if you have the internet, you could just like have your
Mhm.
job at the rural areas as well.
Exactly.
Depends.
You could find-
Online
Yeah.
jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't
How-
really
how
need to
is,
go to the
like,
city.
Because in the US, when you go rural, the internet just suffers massively.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Because like you don't. How is it over there? Just like getting a stable connection or something.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Like-
think about that.
Here, yeah.
Well,
Here, rural
Uh-huh.
internet's like 10 megabytes download
Oh.
or
Mhm.
megabit. What? So that's like that's barely able to do anything
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. So if you're actually in the rural area, I think like for example the SIM or the data connection is actually it also depends.
Oh,
Oh, what happened? Oh no!
he disappeared. What
Did-
the heck? Are you okay? What
I
happened?
didn't like what this.
Happened. Okay.
He disappeared. The
Oh.
internet.
Just as I was talking about internet too. No, my
Oh
God.
god. Oh god. Wait, I think it's cursed. Oh god.
Dude, the internet mafia
no.
heard you and they cut the cord.
Oh,
no, they
I think
probably
I'm being
did.
targeted
Frick.
right now.
He
Oh,
targeted
no.
you. Hey, Freya's
FBI.
here. Did you hear his rap?
Oh no! Oh no!
That was
Freya's
good
here.
though. I really liked it.
I do love the rap. I love you guys' talents. It's amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
you, man. Appreciate
The
it.
most well-prepared shock therapy. Yeah. Yeah, what happened with that? You got cut off? You got the electricity mafia?
No. I think for a moment, I think my internet connection just went super slow for some reason, but I think it's okay now. So where did I
We can
left
stop
off?
talking about
Actually,
internet if that happens again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
as I
heard
was
you.
saying, I guess. I don't understand. I don't know where I left off.
I was asking about like the
Internet.
like how stable the connection is in rural versus like
Mhm.
rural Philippines versus rural US.
Oh, right. So here, at my place right now, the signal for the mobile data is actually I don't know, fairly average, I guess, because there are some parts in the rural areas where the data connection is good. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
pretty
Oh, makes
good.
sense,
It's
yeah.
pretty stable, but like I don't know, some places like up in the mountains or somewhere,
Mhm.
it's just so super slow, and like they're just places where some signals are not available. Like
Mm.
even for calling, not just for internet, even for calling, it's
Frick.
super slow.
I
Yeah.
know. Zero
So-
service life. Oh god.
I,
Yeah,
I live in rural Japan and our internet isn't that bad in rural Japan.
Man.
In the Philippines, I guess it's a whole different story.
Yeah, it's crap.
I heard that in Korea, like the internet is super fast, like
Really?
Yeah.
like impossibly
I don't got
fast.
it.
Because
I remember.
because I think it's because the internet companies in Korea are more competitive, and they have a lot more competition. Unlike in the America, in America, the internet companies kind of chop up like the regions to like their own monopolies. So like they're free to just like
Yeah. You're getting shitty
Yeah.
internet. Or you're either
Yeah,
getting
real-
good internet, depending on
yeah,
where you live.
you're getting
I'm
really
kinda
bad
lucky.
internet. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, so in Korea,
Yeah.
like they got super fast. That's why all the gamers go to Korea. The
yeah.
esports
I
people.
agree.
Oh, so
Dude,
that
Japan had like what's it called? They had
It has
they had a League of Legends team like for a little bit, and then they moved to Korea because like the Japanese server.
Well, you know, priorities.
Yeah. Also,
I
it's
know.
because the Japanese servers for League of Legends is just really toxic because
Wait, really?
yeah,
They'll
it's
make a
because
move.
it's because not because of Japanese people. It's because of like the Chinese and Southeast Asian players go to
yeah.
the Japanese servers, and they don't even speak Japanese, and like
Yeah.
they just like try kick the Japanese people out of the servers, and they're like
Yeah.
and then
Well,
like yeah, it
okay,
never
so
got big.
I actually so I play League of Legends from
Mhm.
time to time. So I have like an account on the PH server, no,
Uh-huh.
on the Southeast Asia server, and
Yeah.
also an account on the JP server, on the
Uh-huh.
Japan server.
Yeah.
So judging from experience, I think Philippines still hold the crown for the most toxic server.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I remember seeing a
Yeah.
video like
Yeah.
how do you know you're from the SCA servers? And then everyone was like they just like interviewed people like at a convention, and then they're
Oh
just like,
god.
oh, if you say these three words, the three magic Tagalog words.
Is it the one that rhymes with utang inano?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
was
how
like-
you know you're in a toxic
That's how
server,
you know.
man.
You're
Yeah, oh
the
my gosh.
SCA.
They took over the
Yeah.
Japanese servers. You're
Yeah.
Japanese and you play
That-
Japanese
that-
League of
that's
Legends.
also
Good
the-
luck trying to
that-
speak in Japanese with anyone.
but
Yeah,
my
it's cool.
experience in the Japanese server is it's actually pretty
You're
good
one
so
of them?
far. No. No, I mean like I'm
You
not. At least I'm
infected?
not one of those. At least I'm not one of those like those Chinese players who kick
Yeah.
out the Japanese servers from
Yeah.
their own servers.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did actually encounter the time
hmm
where I played with so it's a 5-man team, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's like two of us who speaks English. I know because of the that other person chatted first and then I responded, and then there's like this I know the difference between how the Japanese and the Chinese texts are different from each other, and judging from it, I know that this one is a this one is Chinese, and like. I was
you could
looking at the
tell.
chat. I was looking at the chat, and there's like 3 freaking language. They mixed it all together.
It's a
and it
mess.
was-
The Japanese server
I
is
don't
a
know what they're
mess.
talking about, but I'm pretty sure they're being toxic
Yeah.
towards each other.
Yeah,
And then
the
there's, like, this
Japanese,
other
they can't
dude-
even understand it. They're like, "What's
Yeah.
going on? Like, what is
Yeah.
going on?"
And then there's like this other dude who speaks English with me, and then I was all like, just do your thing, just let them be. And I was all like, I was just about to do that.
It's crazy. It's a
Yeah,
mess.
it's pretty wild. It can be
That-
pretty wild as well.
That's
in the
why
Japanese server.
League never really took off in Japan. Because, like, it's just really, like, the Japanese experience in playing League is just really bad.
Yeah, not as bad as the when you play with Filipinos though in the C server.
Yeah. And
God,
the
it's hell.
And the Japanese people are so polite. They're like, okay, steal my creeps. That's fine.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, okay, friend, it's okay. Still my kill. It's okay. I can get back to it. You know.
Dozo.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy though. Yeah, seriously. I haven't like Filipinos IRL are just super nice.
Yeah.
And then
No, not
they get
when they're
online.
playing it.
They're very chill. Yeah.
Yeah, just
They're
don't
so
let them
chill.
touch the internet. Yeah.
I think anyone will become a monster if they play League. It's just a game that just
I
brings.
think I would agree.
It just brings out the worst in people.
Brings the
I think.
worst. Yeah.
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 They're stuck in the same like scene, like game with like complete strangers for like an hour. And if you lose, you just wasted an hour of your
I
life.
know.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And only one team will win.
The
So
KYS in
And then-
four
and then
different
by the-
languages.
And then at the
four
end of it,
different
you're
ways.
all just gonna blame
Yeah.
each other.
yeah, it's gonna blame each other. That's why I don't like team games. Any game where I'm stuck with someone else for an hour, I
Yeah.
don't like.
I
Yeah.
I don't like big team games, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I don't know why I
Mhm.
stick to fighting games sometimes.
Like,
Yeah. But actually, I feel like I'm okay with like some really big big number of like multiplayer like
Oh,
of course,
like-
oh,
like
maybe like
MMORPGs.
not like-
yeah.
Yeah, not that size is okay. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I haven't gotten exposed to raiding culture, but I feel like raiding culture.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that one where you
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
big like PVE monster though? That's okay with me if it's like PVE.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it's like a
Dude.
team game with PvP where only one team wins, That one I don't like
Yeah.
understand. I
Yeah,
can't like, get into
and
that.
also if like voice chat is mandatory, like
Yeah.
Valorant,
Yeah.
Don't do
like
it.
I'm an introvert myself, and like
Yeah.
that's the main thing that keeps me from touching
I
that
hate
game.
it. Yeah. When I play League, I
don't
just like
wanna.
mute everyone immediately as I
Yeah,
enter.
that's also what I do sometimes.
Like, I don't care.
Like,
I'll take the solo lane,
welcome-
thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
At the
jungle.
start of the game, welcome to Summoner's Rift. Okay,
Yeah.
/mute all.
Yeah. See you later. Let me just farm.
Oh god.
I mean,
Yeah.
I still think like the more toxic behavior is like, oh, they're just gonna AFK.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, no. All right, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
See you later, bro.
Like
See
at
you
the beginning
guys.
of the game, some people do that. At the beginning of the game,
But
if they don't,
that's why you pick a character
play a lot of
that's
those.
for that, you know.
Yeah.
You pick like
Actually, never
a really like AFK farmer character. It's like you can't blame me. This is how you play this character.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I
Yeah.
didn't know that those existed in League. But yeah, I don't play League, but that's like a common thing everywhere, every multiplayer game. We have to play as a team, and just so like, okay, this guy does not like us, so he's just gonna AFK. Like,
Oh, you mean like
No.
AFK, like not like
Yeah, like
farming.
AFK and the AFK.
Like they
I play
turn off
Apex,
the
and
yeah.
people get like so tilted that just like they AFK
Yeah,
in our team because
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
they don't because like we get downed or like we stole something from them. That they
Yeah.
wanted.
My bad. I thought you meant like AFK farming and stuff. I didn't know like
Oh,
away from
I mean
keyboard
like
action.
legit AFK BM.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
there's no league
Like
champion
instant rage quit kind of AFK. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That-
it's
yeah.
like a different type of rage
Yeah.
quitting, but it hurts
Mhm.
Yeah.
because like you see them. At least when they're rage quitting, they're gone. If
Yeah.
like, are they gonna come back? But nah.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
just
don't
like,
appreciate
nah, dude, we're just-
AFKers actually.
Who cares?
I thought you meant like like farming in the jungle for a while, you know? And then until late game.
Uh,
No, yeah, I don't appreciate those guys either. Yeah, gaming. Yeah, like lately I've just been playing
Mhm.
a lot of
Genshin.
Genshin.
I knew it.
I mean, it seems like a relaxing game.
Look,
I
listen,
mean,
hear me out. I
Mm.
thought it was junk too. I thought it was garbage as well before, but
Mhm.
the story and like the whole like the quality of the
Yeah.
game is actually pretty good.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of time. I give
Yeah.
their team like the props.
Yeah.
I don't
Mm.
play it because I don't trash on it. I don't
Mhm.
play it because I fear what I'll do to my free time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good quality, and I could see like they had a lot of effort to do all these things, and most of it is for
Mhm.
free. What I
Mhm.
don't appreciate is the obvious, like the gotcha mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about. Like, if Genshin was just like a one paid deal, like when you could just unlock the characters
Yeah.
as you go,
Yeah.
then I would appreciate it a lot more. You know, like
Mm.
they charge like, I don't know, they could be like $60. I don't care. That's good. You know, $60 game for Genshin. I think that's value. You know,
Yeah.
in what they did. But like going free to play and like kind of like gate locking everyone to like levels and all this.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the part I don't appreciate. You know, like the whole business model. But that's how they make money, I guess. So,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually kind
I
of
mean-
but
yeah,
They
Oh.
gotta make money to make the game better sometimes, though.
yeah,
So that's just how it is. They gotta find ways to make money.
hmm yeah,
yeah, but I feel like implementing like the gacha system like
I think they did it well,
I think-
though, from what I heard.
Yeah, yeah, they earned a lot from it.
If you're smart, you could get what you want. Which
Yeah.
is the cool thing about Genshin, I think.
Yeah.
At least it's I was listening to like someone talk about it, and they're just saying like, oh, if you wanted your character, you save up your free currency or you
Yeah.
spend your currency. When you want to get the character you absolutely want, just
You could-
your
yeah.
pulls will be pretty guaranteed.
yeah. You could
Out of a
totally
certain
play
amount.
completely free to play. I totally believe that, but it's not as fun.
Yeah.
That feels like the truth about like any friggin' game that has got.
Because most of the content I think comes from the characters, like the kits and stuff, and the combos. It's trying to like play Legos, which is like most of the Legos missing. If you don't like, fork out your cash. That's why. That's why I kind of like don't like it. Like, oh, we'll give you this free world, this whole world you could play with, and then like, but like the Legos you build to build this car that you're riding. I don't know the metaphor I'm going for. Basically, they're like, oh, we're just gonna give you one wheel for this car.
Or it's like,
yeah, because like the characters they give you
wheels.
The free characters they give you are absolute trash, unusable garbage. like they don't work. They're really outdated. At least Star Rail, they give you like the basics. They give you like a really good healer. They give you like a shielder and all this. They give you like the things you need. In Genshin, they give you like really unusable characters.
And like the gacha actually doesn't stop on the characters themselves. Like you have to farm for artifacts.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
where it's also like RNG.
Yeah, I'm quitting Genshin. Anyways, guys, hey, we reached that moment. We reached
time flies.
Time flies, but unfortunately, guys, all good things must come to an end. We have to say goodbye. I'd like to thank our two guests over here, Haruta and Steezels. You guys give them a follow. Zed, if you could shout them out, please, I would appreciate it. What's your guys' Twitch shout out? How do you spell your Twitch name, guys?
Steezles.
Oh, just Steezels. Okay. Steezels, like this, and okay, Z did it. And Haruta, what's yours?
Mine is actually just Haruta, and then underscore Chi.
Chi. C-H-I. Okay.
Yep.
Haruta Chi. Okay, thank you.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because like people were asking for it, like I'm actually kind of flustered a little bit hearing that like people really like that thing. So I feel like we could share Twitters too. I feel like
sure, yeah. Like,
that way people know when I would post it and where I would post it.
Yeah,
because like I
if really you guys are in chat, you could go ahead and put your Twitters there too. If you guys.
Oh, let me hop on.
Please
stream again.
Oh, sure.
Put your Twitter on there before we go. Yeah, you guys were really fun. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I learned a lot about rapping and DJing. It's very interesting. And you guys are such a treat. You guys brought your rapping and your music.
Oh no. I got blacklisted.
I'll show it. Don't worry. I'll click to show. Don't worry. I got you.
Yep.
You see it now, right? No? Nightbot deleted a message. No, I will copy and paste it. Don't worry, I'll post it. There you go. There's his Twitter.
Yeah.
And Haruta, you got your Twitter? No, you don't.
I have it right here. There we go.
I'll post it.
There it is.
Blocking too.
Don't worry.
It's somewhere there.
I'll post it for you. And there you go, guys. Those are legit links. They don't give you viruses.
Oh right.
Okay.
Or maybe mine's something else. Who knows?
And let's give our guests a round of applause, guys. Let's go see who we can raid
wait,
tonight.
one more thing. Because my buddy's messaging me, I have to plug that we're doing Elden Ring tonight too.
Oh, we're doing Elden Ring with Josh.
Maybe look forward, Joshy. So.
Oh, nice. Look forward to that
in like 12 hours.
12 hours.
He'll be in a bit. Yeah.
Oh,
busy days today.
Nice. No, he's not playing Elden Ring for 12 hours. I'm saying it's in
No,
12
I mean like
hours.
it'll be in 12 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
no, he's not playing Elden Ring
Oh
for
God.
12 hours.
Oh God, I thought he was gonna play like
Well,
Elden Ring
yeah.
straight 12
Dude,
hours. I was all like,
my
man.
friend Satoshi Saionji, he played Dark Souls 2 for like a whole day, like 24 hours.
Holy
Holy
crap! I don't
Dark
know how you
Souls
do
2.
that.
Is he like,
Yeah.
is he like
He's-
attempting
yeah,
a no
crazy.
death run?
He was like really sleepy at the end of it. It was crazy.
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
let's see who we can raid tonight. Let's go ahead and raid the previous guest here, Kreia Ritzel. Raid Kreia Ritzel. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining us tonight in Shock Therapy Podcast. Thank you, our lovely guests. Thank you guys. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I hope to see you next time, guys, in the next Shock Therapy. Bye. Bye. See you. Bye bye.
Bye. It was fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. That's ending. Yay.